Okay, hey y'all, good morning. And July 3rd, and I am sharing 5 steps to having profound meditations consistently with you. Now, that's what I'm going to be sharing in this video, and I feel like if you would like more support in having consistent, soul nourishing, soul replenishing, and profound meditations, then type profound meditations in the comment section below, and I'll reach out to you and we can see what's going on and how are your meditations going and figure out a game plan so that you can have some profound meditations consistently. So I want to say that the reason that I am doing this live is because many people have questions about meditations. Many people are already doing meditations, and this kind of piggybacking off of another live, which is like why your meditations aren't working. So we talked about why they aren't working. Now I want to talk about what you can do to be able to make sure that you are getting the best case scenario or best benefit consistently. And so yeah, and I think that a lot of people don't really know like what to do in a meditation, and or what they're supposed to be experiencing, what they're supposed to be getting out of the meditation, or in the meditation. So we're going to be talking about that today, and I am so excited. And I feel like once you know what you are meant to get out of the meditation, what are you supposed to feel in the meditation, um, then you'll have more confidence, you'll do it more frequently, and you'll be able to take that love and everything that you're receiving from the meditation and be able to extend it out to humanity consistently, whether it's your loved ones, your coworkers, your children, or strangers that you just come into contact with. So thus being able to help a humanity ascend, and for us all to get to the bliss that we are all looking for in our lives. So yes, now get into the good stuff, because we got 5 tips to get through, and I do not want this video to be long. So 5 steps to having profound meditations consistently. I want to start by saying that the goal of meditation is to feel the presence of God or your higher self. I say God, y'all. I say God. Just to be simple, I just say God. So to feel the presence of God and to know that it is within you, and to know that you can access it, and to know that you are not separate from it. So after meditations, yes, you can have downloads, you can, which are insights, you can receive guidance, and from the meditation itself, in the meditation itself, or after the meditation. But I talked about this before, that the us looking for that change, that big drastic change in ourselves and our behavior and our thought process, is not going to happen in the meditation or from meditation itself. It happens from reaching out to God for guidance throughout the day, for insights, for perspective shifts throughout the day. That is how we change our mindset, our thought patterns, and our behaviors, because our behaviors is coming from a thought pattern. So once we change our thoughts, then we'll be able to change our behaviors. Many people try to change their behaviors first and then think that the thoughts are going to change. It doesn't work like that. So meditation itself alone, no matter how long you meditate or how consistently you meditate, is not going to get you to that eternal bliss feeling throughout the day. That's a whole nother thing that kind of piggybacks off the meditation. So I want to emphasize that the meditation itself is just to feel the presence. It's important. It's important to know that it's not apart from us, to be reminded of how that presence feels, to sit in silence, to be able to put yourself in the state of mind that is, needed to prepare yourself to, reaching out to God throughout the day. And so you can know that it's there and it isn't apart from you. So it is a benefit to actually just sitting and doing the meditation for 10 to 15 minutes, just to calm your mind, to still your mind, to help with concentration, and things of that nature. And then after that, throughout the day, then you go and ask for guidance from God throughout the day and be reminded of these things throughout the day, because you won't be able to sit and meditate. So, yep, there's a time and place for both things. Okay, let's get to the good stuff. So, 5 steps to having profound meditations consistently. And I can't see who's all here right now, but if you could say, hey y'all, I can't see unless you comment who's on the live. So the first step into having profound meditations is to be calm first. So I think a lot of times people, when they meditate, they're already in an agitated state, or they're already in an anxious state. So, oh, Erica, hey girl. So they're already in an anxious state. So many times we're looking for meditation to take us out of something, when the feeling and the emotion may need to be there. It's important for it to be there. It's important to sit with that emotion, breathe through that emotion. So, for example, all of you guys know I'm very open with this about me having a miscarriage, and then I had a breakup as well. I don't know if y'all knew that as well. During the pandemic, during COVID. Well, it wasn't like it was during the pandemic, but just saying, like, I couldn't go outside. I couldn't do the things that I really wanted to be able to do to heal. I couldn't do the usual things I would do, like go outside, go to the coffee shop or something, or hang out with friends, or go to a actual yoga class. So for a while, I'm not gonna even lie, it was challenging for me to sit with that emotion of the loss of my child and the loss of this wrinkly shirt is irritating me, y'all, but we gonna just deal with that. So dealing with the loss of my child and the loss of a relationship, while just sitting in that. But I needed to be able to process through those emotions. I needed to be able to grieve. We have to be able to let ourselves grieve any kind of loss, whether it's the loss of a job, the loss of $5, the loss of, a child, a relationship, experience that we had an expectation to. So we need to be able to sit with that first, breathe through that first. Many times people may want to be like, let me just go and meditate. Let me meditate this away. Let me journal it away. Let me, it's okay to let the feelings sit there, be there. We are not our emotions. My mindset coach told me, we have to see, we are the sun, we are the light, right? And when clouds pass by the sun, does the sun think that it is the clouds? No. Does the sun stop shining? No. It lets the clouds come and it lets the clouds go. So, same thing. We are the sun. We are not the clouds that are our emotions, that are clouding our light or whatever. That doesn't mean that our light isn't there. That doesn't mean that we're not still connected to our light. What we tend to do is now think that we're the clouds, think that we're the emotions. So just let the emotions be there. Be sad, be upset, be angry. Continue throughout your day and let it sit and let it be there. That doesn't mean that because you're angry, because you're sad, because you're feeling a painful sensation, that's justification for you to be mean to other people. That's not what that is. You can still be nice to other people, be friendly, and have something going on the inside. That is the spiritual work. You don't have to project that onto other people. Let it be there. Continue to cook. Maybe you just be by yourself. Maybe don't be around other people, but as far as like going to events and stuff, but you may still have to go to the grocery store, run errands, things like that. So, or take care of your children, or be around your spouse. So, or be at work. That doesn't mean now that's the real work. When you are feeling certain feelings within yourself, to not now be mean to other people. I do it all the time. You don't have to be mean. As far as me being grounded, me being nice, me still being patient, me still being graceful, things like that. That's still possible even when you are feeling things on the inside. So let those things pass. Go throughout your day. When you feel like you're in a more calmer state to be able to sit in the meditation, you'll get the profound experience quicker. Because many times if you're going into the meditation and you're already feeling anxious, then most of the meditation is just calming yourself down to get the anxiety, the fear, the doubt, whatever it is away. So if you come to the meditation already somewhat at ease, the process to feeling that profound experience, the essence of God, I'll call it that, the essence of God, the presence of God, it'll happen quicker. Because like I don't know if you guys noticed that in the banner, if you're here, just say good morning, or hey, I don't want to, I can't see who showed up. So on the banner of the Facebook group, it says remove the barriers around your heart, because the light is already within us. We have it in us, but we have all of this gunk, this trauma, this expectations, these doubts, these negative thoughts, all these things that are clouding, these judgments, clouding the light that is within us. That doesn't mean that it's there. It's just buried underneath all that tar. So our job is to be able to feel that feeling in the meditation, the presence of God. Now, if you're coming there already at ease, then the process, all those barriers that you have are not there, or they're kind of all chopped up and stuff. So it's easier to be able to experience the light, to allow the light to shine through those barriers that you have around your heart when you're already at ease. And even when you're at ease, there are barriers around your heart from like previous lifetimes and childhood and stuff. So you want to make this as easy as possible for you. Rule number one, or step number one, come already as calm as you can be. Don't try to meditate at the peak of your irritation or frustration. All right, step number two. And if you have any questions, just type the questions in the comments and I'll be responding. If you're on the replay, then I'll still be responding to the questions. So step number two is release any expectations that you have for the meditation. Be open. So when you are doing a meditation and you're coming there, and for example, like I want to feel the love. We'll get to that part a little bit. I want to feel the love. God, please just take this away. We want things to be taken away when we really need to be open to receiving in. Because what we may want to be taken away may need to actually be there for however much time it needs to be there for us to learn the lessons or move through it, or learn what we need to learn. So that's the whole not leaning on your own understanding, or that we really don't know our own best interests. We don't. So yeah, release any expectations. Maybe you were feeling anxious. Let's say something triggered you. You deal with the trigger, you sit with that, you breathe with that, you go throughout your day, you still remain nice and loving and friendly and kind and soft and gentle. You can still do that even though you are triggered. It is possible. I do it all the time. So you still go out throughout your day, and even though you're remaining triggered, you still are being the presence of God throughout the day, right? And then you get to a space, you'll know within yourself where you're like, okay, I can actually meditate here. The triggering feelings may not go away completely, but you're at a space enough where you can sit in a meditation, okay? Now you're in the meditation, you release any expectations. You're just like, I don't know what anything is for. I'm just here. I'm just here to be. So a lot of the times we're coming to the meditation trying to do something. People are like, Ari, I don't know what to do in the meditation. You're not doing anything in the meditation, actually. You're just being. You're releasing things away. You're removing the barriers around your heart, which in removing the barriers around your heart, you're just relaxing and just allowing the essence of peace to enter you. That's it from the beginning. So you're releasing any expectations. Be open. Be open to receive. You don't know what anything is for. You're not making any assumptions about what you're supposed to get from this meditation or expectations. You're just open, like, I'll get to the next part on what to say, how to be more open. So the third step is to relax every part of your being. So now you sit in a meditation, you're releasing any expectations, and then you just start relaxing every part of your being. With each exhale, relaxing from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. I can do a guided meditation. I could probably do a guided meditation next week so that you guys can have a guided meditation. And you're releasing, like you're relaxing the muscles in your forehead. You're relaxing your eyelids. You're relaxing your jaw. You're relaxing your shoulders. You're relaxing your arms, your hands, your fingers. You relax your thighs, your calves, your toes. You relax everything. You do another quick scan through your body. And if any other signs of holding on, control, or tension is present, breathe, exhale, relax that part. So you're relaxing. You're relaxing. Notice if you start to collapse, sit upright, relax your shoulders. Your spine can still be upright, supporting a long upright stance while the rest of your body relaxes. So relaxing doesn't look like this. You can still remain alert, upright, and relaxed. So first step, be calm first. Get yourself as to a calm state that you can get yourself in after a triggering moment. You'll know when you're ready for meditation, when you can sit even after the triggering event. You'll know when you're ready. 2, release any expectations. Be open to whatever it's supposed to be. Hey, I think it's Noxie. Hey girl, hey pretty lady, you're pretty too. And release any expectations to be open. 3, allow yourself to relax every part of your being. So what I just went through was a physical relaxation. Mentally, allow your thoughts to come and go as if a train is passing by. So not feeding the thoughts, entertaining the thoughts, thinking more about the thoughts. Like, I'm going to the grocery store, and then everything about the grocery store, then about your children, then about this, then what happened at the grocery store last time, then what's in the house. Not feeding the thoughts. So letting the thoughts, seeing the thoughts, and letting them go. So essentially becoming an observer in your own mind and body. You're just watching. You're just watching it be. And you're just being. Just watching it. Okay? So now you're in this relaxed state. You relax your body. You're watching your mind do what it do. Your mind is going to think at least 50,000 thoughts per day. So it's going to think. Just watch it. Okay? And then 4, invite God into the meditation. This is a very big step because many times we are not inviting God in. And God needs this invitation to be able to enter into your meditation. God is not like us human beings. It's not like what we put these human characteristics on God. God is not going to I know that she wants me here, so because she's meditating, so I'm gonna come and come in. You may not be ready at that moment to receive God. You may still be doing the relaxation and things like that. So invite God into your meditation. The same thing as when I say after the meditation, when you're going throughout the day and you're asking God for guidance, you're inviting God into your daily life, into your daily decision making. So same thing with the meditation. Invite God in. Okay, so you came here, you're relaxing the body, you're relaxing the mind, you're focusing on the breath. Your point of focus is your breath. Coming back to the breath, coming back to the breath. And then you'll feel this point where you're like, okay, I'm ready to experience God. I'm relaxed, I'm grounded, I'm in a state to receive. And now you want to be in this state because when you do feel the presence of God, you don't want to freak out and lose it, because it can go away if you freak out, if anxiety, if ego thoughts, and emotions start coming back, clouding the sunlight, right? So you want to prepare yourself to be able to sustain and hold this presence. Yeah, because it's a lot. It's a lot. Not in a bad way, in a good way. And really, you can actually get excited. And that's kind of the thing. Like, when I've experienced it, I'm like, oh my God, it's here. And then it's like, and I'm like, oh snap. You have to be able to remain calm and grounded and peaceful to sustain the profound feeling of the meditation, the essence of God. So you got calm, you relax your mind, you relax your body, you're not entertaining your thoughts, you're focusing on your breath. God, I'm ready to feel your presence. However it comes to you. It is not a particular phrase or word. You'll know the words to say. Invite God in. God, I really want to experience your love and your presence. I am ready. Please fill me with your love and your presence. And then you wait. You continue to focus on your breath. You continue to remain relaxed in your body. You continue to not entertain the thoughts. You continue to not have any expectations. You just be. And then you'll feel the presence. You'll feel the presence. And then, once you feel the presence, continue to relax while you bask in the presence of God. And that's it, y'all. That's it. That's it. It's not, and that's why I mentioned at the beginning of the live that it's not about doing something. It's not about the longer you're able to remain grounded in this presence, in this experience, that you're going to be able to be a loving presence and an extension of God throughout the day. Because you can very well, just like you can lose it in the meditation or not lose it, but separate from the awareness of it. I'll say that because it's not lost. Separate from the awareness by getting too excited, just as easily as you can do it then. When you're done with and that's when you're actually relaxed and grounded and all that. That's when you're actually relaxed. So just imagine when you go outside and horns are honking, people are talking, the weather, all these distractions. You think you're going to be able to maintain that state? No, it's going to be way harder. So that's why it's important to have the asking God throughout the day part, right? Instead of thinking that if I stay in this meditation for an hour, I'm going to be able to I can barely hold it silently, relax. You think you're going to be able to, not saying putting down in your mind, but we got to really think about this stuff. You think you're going to be able to hold that state throughout the day with distractions just because you meditated for an hour? No, it's not going to happen. It's not the best way to get to where we're trying to get to. So that's why I say, yes, meditate. Do your meditations. Be consistent in your meditations, because it is reminding you that feeling is there. It is not apart from you. It is not separate from you. When you ask, it comes. It is readily available for you always. As long as you're creating an environment to experience it and hold it and sustain it, right? So that's important. Just, like, why? Because when you're going throughout the day and you're triggered And yes, you sit through those trigger feelings. When you're done feeling triggered, you probably do want to feel a little bit, you know, you want to feel still or grounded or like, whew, okay, whew, you know, you probably do want to feel like that. So that's what the meditation is for. You may not want to, you know, asking God in that moment. Let's say you're triggered and you ask God in that moment, God, please fill me with your love. You're not even in the state. So to experience it, to hold it, to call it in. So that's what the meditation is for. The meditation is to experience the love, peace, and joy of God, and to be able to sit in it and know that it's there and you're not separate from it, and it is always readily available for you when you ask, and you have prepared the environment and the conditions to receive it and sustain it. That's it. That's it. And then throughout your day, you can be like, okay, I know that I have this love and peace and joy with me because I experienced it earlier when I was in my meditations. So now when someone flips you off, when you're walking across the street too slowly, you're able to be reminded of that meditation and, God, please help me see the situation differently. God, please fill me with the reaction, or how should I respond to this situation? So that's a double whammy. This is how we're going to really ascend quicker and, you know, be in the spiritual awakening. They are not things that stand alone. Actually, the reminding yourself of God is I don't want to give a hierarchy to it, but I feel like that is more effective than just meditating. If you were just to do something, it would be to be reaching out to God throughout the day. But wouldn't it be easier to reach out to God throughout the day if you know that that presence is within you, if you have consistent experience of it being readily available for you? It'll be easier for you to know that it is within you, right? So that's why that meditation is there, to increase your trust and your knowledge and your knowingness that it is within you, because there's so many things to make it seem like it's outside of you, like sex, drugs, other people, other experiences. It's not outside of you, it's within you. So that's what the meditation is for. If y'all have any questions, I feel like I'm like going in circles, like explaining it, because I hope that you guys understand that what is the difference between the purpose in meditating and the purpose in asking God to fill your mind throughout the day. Like how those things are different but profound in their own ways, and it's a time and place for both of them. And hope that you guys can understand like the benefit and the goal of meditation, or what you're supposed to do in the meditation, and how to keep God and experience that eternal bliss throughout the day. I hope you guys understand that. If you don't, then just type it in the comments below. I'm got about like couple more minutes on this live, so if you have any questions, let me know. And yes, so what the benefit for this is, so that you can be able to be on your spiritual journey, your ascension, with confidence, with knowing where the direction you're going, knowing that you're doing the things correctly, or creating the environments. You know, who doesn't want to feel confident on doing something that we really want to, you know, we all really want to experience eternal bliss. It's just that the ways we go about it is the distraction, is the illusion. We go about it the wrong way. We go about it seeking outside, not inside. So we all want to experience it. If we didn't, we wouldn't do drugs. We wouldn't be having promiscuous sex. We wouldn't be getting into relationships way too early. We wouldn't be dealing with a lot of the things that we're dealing with if we didn't want to experience the bliss. We're just going about it the wrong way. So this can not only benefit you so you can feel confident, but so that you can be a greater force, a brighter light in the world that the world needs. There is misery all around us. So we can be able to be the best version of ourselves, a more grounded self, a more patient self, loving, happy, joyful, presence. That is what this having profound meditations will be able to do for you. It'll be able to have you know that you are not separate, that it is always there, okay? And you are not alone. The support is there. You just have to go seek it and invite it in. And so, once again, if you would like more assistance with this, type profound meditations in the comment section below. I don't see any questions. So if you are watching the replay and would like me to answer questions, then put the question in the comments. I'll still be available to answer questions after this live on the replay. And yes, if you would like me to be your own personal meditation coach so that you can reach that next level in your spiritual awakening, in your spiritual journey, have profound meditations, be the best version of yourself, have better relationships, have more confidence in the direction and purpose that you are fulfilling, that you are to fulfill in this lifetime, then comment profound meditations below and I'll reach out to you and we'll talk about, what's going on in your personal life and develop a personalized game plan for you. Or you can click the booking link and just book your call, a 15-minute clarity call, and we can go from there. Okay? All right. I love you guys. And you go and take that information, go and do your meditations, and be the joy that the world needs. Be the light that the world needs.